Howdy everybody, welcome back to the garage. Something a little bit different today. Last storm we had a couple 3 weeks ago, a big limb, basically half a tree, fell on my house over the shed and then onto my house. It was the neighbors. He said that he would take care of it and didn't, so I did. Anyway, there's some video of that, and then I'm going to take you to the bench here.
I got a little project for some cast iron cooking pans. I broke my favorite damn pan. Ugh, it cracked. Anyway, it was an old Wagner, I think. It was so smooth on the inside. A lot of it was big. It was a 12-incher, you know, because everybody likes 12-incher. That's what all the women tell me. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do a little bit. I've got a couple of old lodges I've had for quite a while, but I don't like the surface on them. We're going to do something about that, and then I'll probably not show this, but I'll kick them in and season them.
So, you know, your big old chunk of dead cow don't stick to it. But anyway, yeah, I'll take you over to the bench, show you that, and kind of show you what I did with the forge. I got the burner kind of sort of mocked up. Looks pretty interesting. Alright, so the forge. This is a quarter pipe nipple with a cap. I'll drill a little hole in it, or maybe off of here. I'm going to make some sort of diffuser for the airflow coming this way, maybe swirl it as it interacts with the propane, and then maybe not less downstream in the pipe, but I'll mess with that. That's all going to be tuning of the burner. Speaking of the burner, there she is in the forge, and then I slap some hinges on there real quick. Yeah, I'll make a little gusset here because that looks like ass. It doesn't need it, but it looks like ass. And then these little tabby doohickeys. This one's a little on the tight side. TIT, tight, just like we like them tight. Alright, and so, yeah, here's the door. It's just gonna rest there. So I still need to make a handle and a stop, which are going to probably consist of the same thing. But, so that door swings away. The back door, shut your back door. No, that doesn't work. You know, if you want to put it in the back door, it's over here, and it's also, I think you can see that, I don't know. Probably a better view right here. There we go. Now I can see the viewfinder. Screen thingy-majob. Same hinge on the back, and just no table back there. I don't know, I might need to have one. I'm not sure. You guys chime in, let me know. So the burner, previously this section was a 12-inch section because that's what they had ready-made, and when I configured it all, I didn't have the 45, I didn't have this closed nipple, so basically it was this assembly going this way now was right here, and the knob for the gate valve was about right here, which probably not the best spot to be having adjustments or anything with sealing stuff, you know, right above that. Granted, it's, if you can see that, I'm just holding the camera up, but that far back behind her. Oh, and yeah. Thank you for the comment. It does look really different from every other part of the casting. It's probably because well, it's just like a pond. You pour it in, and then you, with one of them trowel deal mops, jops, and yeah, it turned out super smooth. But yeah, this is outside the forge, and it's steel, and I did some impromptu engine turning just to be, well, fancy. That's from the weld on the gusset. Yeah, now where the hell was I? Oh, back to the burner. Okay, so it was about here. It was, the adjustment was here, and the fan was straight out, which it's on a slope, if you can tell. I'm not even sure no, so there you go. Like, that's the incline, and that's the pitch of the up of the burner. And I'm thinking I'm going to make a little bracket just to have this set on. But I went and this is 22 inches. I thought they had 24 or 30, whatever. I'm not a plumber. But they said, no, we make it for the same. It was $7 more than the 12-inch one, which is perfect. I didn't have to have a stupid coupler there. So that's 22 inch there. I put a 45 here, closed nipple. There's the gate valve. That's a 6 inch. I cut the end off and welded to the flange I made to the Dalton burner. Ta-da! Burner. Fan. My bad. So this is quarter pipe.
With the cap, I'll drill a hole in there for the propane. I'll make the curdy keep. Maybe I already filmed this, but I'm gonna make some kind of diffuser for the air as it flows from the fan down through. This will sit in here that way. And the welded propane shut-off valve, quick connect, will be on this end. But I want to make a diffuser type of corkscrew effective venturi something or job or other.
And anyway, so that is the plan, man. So one other thing I got, this is all the electrics and the hose for propane. But I also decided one of these might be a smart idea to have out here in the garage. So probably work better if it was, you know, plugged in or the batteries are in it and it was somewhere not encased in plastic in a hermetically sealed, oh, there's batteries, hermetically sealed container. All right, so yeah, that's the door. So what I'm going to do with these Lodge pans, and this is that's an 8-incher. Let's just verify. I might exaggerate my measurements when it comes to my body particles. Alright, so my calibrated eyeball is still in, there you go, 8 inches, 12 probably. Oh, that's a 10.5. Alright, folks. I exaggerate the larger it gets, but the deal is, and I've had these for a long time and I've used them, but I don't like the rough finish, and I broke my favorite Wagner. Man, I don't know how old that thing was, but I loved it. And I was carrying it over the sink. It was hot, and it slipped out of the silicone glove I had on, because I'm kinky like that, yo. And it doesn't burn your hand when you pick up a hot pan. And it slipped out of my hand, landed this way on the kitchen floor, and it cracked it right here. And I've got it in the back. I'll in my scrap pile of what I make art shit with. Art. Big quotations. Not an artist. Anyway, but I weld shit together and it sometimes looks cool. And I'm going to do the same with this one. So I got some, looks like, it doesn't feel like. So 50 grit, Rolock disc. Rolock is a patented name. Put this on my these things are badass, especially when you get a high flow fitting on it. So I have that one, whiz wheel it. There's also some cleanup in this handle I want to do. See that flashing? So I'm gonna take the carbide burr and bore the bitch out. More on that later, folks. Peace. Alright, everybody. Well, in the last big storm, this tree come down out of my neighbor's and landed on top of my house and my shed. So what we're gonna do is cut it all up and get it off my fucking roof. Alright. See if I can't chainsaw my leg off or something. Oh, nice. That son of a bitch is heavy.
Anyway, you can call me Chip.
Sure do yap a lot. All right. Well, I'm gonna have a beer and then sweep up.